24/7 TV. Tens of thousands of New Zealanders have been shaken by a 6.3 magnitude earthquake centered near Wellington tonight, described by some as massive and scary. The quake started with a large jolt followed by at least 30 seconds of moderate shaking. GeoNet says the quake took place at 7:38 p.m. around 50 km northwest of Paraparaumu at a depth of 48 km. It classed the shaking as strong. More than 60,000 Kiwis reported feeling the quake with the official GeoNet site, including in Auckland and Christchurch. One resident of the Garden City described it as a rolling sensation as opposed to jolt. The National Emergency Management Agency has advised there is no tsunami threat. The Wellington Region Emergency Management Office said aftershocks should be expected. A short time later, another earthquake, this one magnitude 4.0, hit 45 km southwest of Paraparaumu and at a depth of 78 km.
Earthquake.
It was like a freight train hurtling past our house, said David Haxton, who lives in Romani Beach, of the first quake. My wife, our 2 kids, and I quickly gathered under a doorway and waited for the shaking to subside. It felt like it lasted for about 30 seconds. Everyone's heartbeats were racing. The family dog was more interested in the food on our dinner plates as we scampered to the doorway. Nelson's Jan McCallum said the quake started with gentle shaking, then big jolt. Chief political reporter Aaron Dahman in Wellington said he felt a big bump, and then the whole house shook aggressively for about 30 seconds before swaying. A steady rumble followed for some time. ZB's Nick James, also in the capital, said it shook all the items in my flat quite badly, swayed my apartment building from side to side for a good 30 seconds. Taranaki's Alona Hans said her house was shaking and rolling for quite a while. One Wellingtonian told the Herald the rumble was strong enough for her son to take action and dive under their desk. Another from Christchurch said they felt it strong, thinking it must have been nearby before being told it struck north of Wellington. At least one flight from Auckland had to hold off on its descent into Wellington following the quake. As if a cyclone wasn't enough, Wellington has now been struck by a moderate quake, the captain told passengers while they were in the air. He said the runway was being checked for any damage, so they would have to circle while those inspections were carried out. The flight has since landed. Tonight's quake comes after a moderate 4.4 magnitude earthquake shuddered Gisborne residents amid the onslaught of Cyclone Gabrielle on Monday night.